Peace and Black Power family, this is your host, Raheem Shabazz, and we are here for another episode of Necessary Blackness Podcast. And today, family, our topic of discussion is spiritual warfare on Black identity. Now, I'm going to start out first by telling you our identity is not political, it's actually spiritual. Our name, language, hairstyle is all being targeted because they hold sacred power. See, the open enemy knows this. It's y'all that don't know this. See, we don't know this as a people. So I'm going to teach y'all today, and I'm going to make this a teachable moment. So can I cook, family? The pot is already on the stove. We're going to start in 1776, the Tillon Law, which was passed in Louisiana by a governor. The governor's name was Esteban. And this law that he passed, basically it forced Black women, both enslaved and free, because we got to let you know that everybody wasn't enslaved. There was a lot of freemen, right? They had to cover their hair with a head wrap. That's where the Tillon law comes from. And Tillon is a French word, right? And this was in Louisiana, 1776. This was done for several reasons. And one of the reasons was to suppress the beauty, the status, and the confidence of Black women. Because you got to remember at this time, the white women in that day and time, they was very jealous of the Black woman. And as a Black woman, they was known for their elaborate hairstyles, their elegance, and their influence in social spaces. Because there was a lot of freemen, everybody wasn't enslaved. So I tell folks this all the time, right? Racism and white supremacy is birthed from the septic womb of the white woman. It was the white woman that was putting pressure, and they made it a law for the Black woman to have her hair and head wrap. But that didn't stop nothing, because the Black women of that time, as it is in this day and time, they can take a situation and flip it on its head. So what they did, they started taking these head wraps and making it into a fashion statement. They started using colorful fabrics and creating style to express their individuality, right? Separating themselves from everything and everybody else. And they used it to show cultural pride, essentially subverting the law with its impressive intent. And they was able to subvert that law by doing what they naturally do, taking something that was nothing and making it into something. So the desire to suppress their visibility and desirability, especially among white and Creole men, because, they was looking. And that's why you see a lot of, during that time, especially with the Creole men, there's a lot of mulatto babies. Even to this day, in that region of Louisiana, you have a lot of mulattoes. And that comes from that time period until today. In addition to suppressing the visibility, the colonizer tried to erase the memory, because they always want to erase your memory and your lineage, because they want to cut you away from your divine connection. This was and is spiritual warfare masked as civilization. As a people, we have to reclaim our identity, because your identity is holy work and must return to its source. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick non-commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about mental colonization, Christianity, white Jesus, and the psychological cross. I know that's a lot to digest. That's why we're going to take this quick non-commercial break. so that you can get your mind right. You're now tuned in the Necessary Blackness Podcast with Raheem Shabazz.
Introducing Different, the clothing line for trendsetters who aren't afraid to stand out from the crowd. Each piece in our collection is designed to make a statement, with bold colors, edgy graphics, and unique styles that are sure to turn heads. Whether you're looking for something to wear on a night out with your friends, or a new statement piece for your everyday wardrobe, Different has you covered.
So I'm going to bring this to a conclusion, and in concluding, I want to leave you with these words. There are deep spiritual consequences when you reject who you are. When your identity is so distorted that you begin to deny your divine self, you begin to distort your inner compass, right? And when you distort your inner compass, what happens? You start to lose direction. You start to lose your natural rhythm. You start to lose your circadian rhythm. You fall out of sync, no longer aligned with the divine time clock of your body. Your energy center, which is your chakras, becomes misaligned. Your spirit is ungrounded. Now, you layer that with the media machine that constantly shows you as less than, add on an academic system that erases the truth, elementary genocide, academic holocaust, right? The documentaries I put out. Go back to those documentaries. See what I was talking about. All of this is in alignment with the mental colonization of oneself. So all of this reinforces a disconnection from self, to unlearn that, to heal from that, to become whole again. That's not just personal work. That's revolutionary work. And that's the work we have to do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Raheem Shabazz. You are tuned in to Necessary Blackness Podcast. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this with your loved ones. But we're going to get them numbers up, man, and I'm going to be more consistent in doing these podcasts. Peace, Black power, and reparations. You're now tuned in the Necessary Blackness Podcast with Raheem Shabazz.